If that intro with all the altars singing together didn't sell it for you, let's talk about why everyone is ranting and raving about how good this is, despite you thinking it might be just another survival game. If you're new, The Altars is a survival game where you play as Jan Dolsky, trapped on this planet alone with this giant base, and you have to figure out how to survive. Your only way to survive is to make copies of yourself, but these copies aren't just clones. You pluck them from different points in time. So if you grew up maybe as an engineer, you go in and say, oh, well, I made a different life choice here, so I became a doctor. So the clone I'm making is a doctor. Stuff like that. It's very cool. Now you might hear survival game and say, oh, great, I have to worry about food and water and shelter and all the things that come with survival games. I'm going to work all day and not make any progress. That's what I thought, because that's how a lot of survival games are. And I am very happy to report it is not that intense in the survival aspect. Like, yes, you have to do meals. That is the only type of, okay, for my guy to survive, what does he need? Food. The bigger component that the game is really shaped around is the relationship with your altars. So each of them, yeah, they're all named Jan Dolsky, but they all come from different backgrounds. They all lived separate lives. And learning to juggle that, learning to keep your altars happy is the real challenge of the game. Sometimes more than others, it might be more stressful. Other times you might be relaxing. As you saw in the intro, we were all singing along, having a great time, relaxing. You want to build a new module for your base. Maybe you want to add in a gym or an extra dormitory, or you're building your drills out in the field, like out on the planet, to mine your resources and connecting them to your base. That's all instant. You place it, hit the button, boom, it's built, right? No need to sit there for 20 minutes and build it out. But when it comes to, hey, constructing some tools for the field, or maybe you're cooking some meals for all your altars, that's going to take time. So you go up, you start cooking, there's a little time lapse. It shows how many minutes have passed. It's very cool. These bigger things are instant because we know, I mean, in actuality, it would take forever. I'm not going to hold you. The game is stressful. Not all the time, not like Frostpunk 2 levels of stressful every single second, but this game can be very stressful because not only are you balancing your relationships with your altars, your meals, but you're also dealing with external factors like radiation. We need to make sure and have radiation filters constructed every single day to make sure that they're being used, because if we run out of radiation filters and there's a radiation storm, then you're going to see this effect. The screen gets all like staticky. It says, oh, you're going to die in 5 hours unless you get a radiation filter. It's crazy. Like, these moments of stress, while they're not constantly happening, they really cause you to lock in. And if you've been slacking, if you haven't been mining your resources, if you've been disregarding your relationships, you're going to see the consequences, because this isn't just if they're unhappy, then they'll be mean and they won't talk to you. It's no, if enough of your altars are unhappy, but it's spoilers on the mechanics. If your altars aren't happy for long enough, you go to sleep one night and it cuts to a screen that shows you in bed with 3 shadows above you and says, oh, the altars rebelled and they killed you in your sleep. So it's not just, hey, we need to get off this planet. We need to survive, make sure we have food. I need to make sure my altars don't kill me. So yeah, let's build a gym. Let's build a social room. We can play some beer pong, which is really cool. I need to make sure they're happy. And it goes deep, like RPG levels of deep. Like, oh, you know what? It's not about just feeding them and giving them stuff that I find, you know, in supply packs out on the planet. My next clone or my next altar is going to be like a mediator. And we have mediation rooms and they can talk to somebody to kind of discuss what's making them angry and what's upsetting them. And we have a doctor. Oh, you know what? Let's build a prosthetic for this altar. You got to keep their spirits up as well as keeping them productive. There's also a select group of people who will play this and probably get some sort of like cathartic release from it, because it is really cool. Jan is human and he makes mistakes, and he probably has some things throughout his life that some of you have gone through or some of us have gone through. Like, we all kind of experience some of the same problems at some point in life, and it is really cool to see Jan make an altar. This altar lived a completely different life, but they also share some similarities. Like, maybe they grew up, maybe the split in the timeline wasn't until they were already 20. So they've had 20 similar years talking to, connecting with these altars, and then resolving relationship problems. Like, maybe this one's angry at you, and so you talk it out, and you get to see how your responses, how your dialogue choices either negatively or positively impact them. Like you say something, oh, let me offer a solution, and really they just needed to vent, and so they get frustrated. Like, listen, I wasn't coming to you because I need you to fix something that doesn't matter anymore. It's just I am upset and I needed to vent. And it's really cool to see your character connect with these other alters. Like, listen, I know things are bad right now, but do you remember this? Like, oh, when our mom used to make us these pierogies, and oh, let's try making that right now. And oh, you know what? You struck out with her too, and I didn't end up with her, but maybe it's just not meant to be. Like, there are just some really cool connections that you make with your alters. Or if I had made this choice, if I had gone to school over there instead of here, or if I had went into this job profession, it's kind of cool to see, like, even though they're all living different lives, they have a lot of similarities, feel the same. They can connect on a lot. They can teach each other things. It's very, very cool to watch. That's the best part of the game, is seeing all your alters interact with each other. And of course, to add to the stress, there is a timer. So you can only go out of your base for a certain amount of time, because after it starts at, I believe, 10 o'clock p.m., it's too irradiated outside. So you'll start building up your radiation meter. It's like, oh, I got to get back to the base and irradiate myself. You're stressed with survival. You're stressed with managing relationships. Why not stress about the time too? And it's not just, oh, I'm going to get irradiated. Oh, apparently the sun cooks you. So if the sun comes up and you're in it, it'll just burn your ship away. So as you're building up your base, as you're mining materials, you also have to be cognizant of, okay, I need to finish this in 15 days. The sun's going to be here in 3 days, and if we're not gone by then and I move the base, we're cooked, literally. So you're managing all of these different metrics while trying to stay sane. And for some reason, you like it. I like it. It feels really good, and it feels really just gratifying to build up your base, get your altars all nice and happy. Everyone's eating. You have a good control on how many minerals, and you've got a constant build of radiation filters and repair kits, because your base can also break down. Because why not? Again, why wouldn't you throw that at the player? Like, you know what? I know you're juggling a lot, but boom, your infirmary went down. Oh, and your kitchen? Yeah, that broke too. So you better fix that. Otherwise, nobody's eating. How do you like that? Huh? How do you like that? The environments are really cool when you encounter the special material called rapidium, which is what you use to make your clones. Like, the visual effects on screen are super cool. These anomalies you encounter, again, I don't want to spoil anything, but you encounter some stuff out on the planet, and it's just really cool to look at. There is a little bit, I don't know if I'm the only one experiencing this, inside the base, there seems to be a little bit of lag in the gameplay. A couple of drop frames. I just scrolling up and down for the elevator, there might be a slight pause in between floors, and then as soon as you get out on the actual planet, that clears up. That might be something they might push a patch out for. I don't know. I didn't notice it enough to be like, oh, this is game breaking. Like, I'm just going up and down floors, building stuff, you know, cooking. Not a huge deal, because like I said, when you exit the base, it's totally fine. But that is something you might notice. And it does run well on the ROG Ally X. There's some gameplay clips. I'll label all the clips that are from the Ally, because like I did screen recording, and that's why you're seeing this like that. But I'll label each one so you can see, like, oh, this is running on the Ally X, and it ran very well. Playing it on GamePass. So I have it downloaded. It's just... Game Pass is winning so hard this year, and I love it, because games are expensive. So being able to pay that subscription and knowing, like, man, I am getting heat month after month, it's a great time to be alive and being a gamer. Now you might hear all this and say, oh, well, you're glazing it a lot. Are there any issues? Because clearly it's not perfect. Well, it depends on you. It's the player. Like, gaming is subjective. Survival game, that might be a huge flaw to you. That might instantly clock you out. Like, nope, I'm good. Don't care. Survival's not for me. The fact that there is zero combat at all. The closest thing to combat is shining a light at this thing so it goes away. That's it. There is no combat. You're not swinging anything. You're not shooting anything. That's not part of the game, which for me, I've said it in the past, I'm a gameplay first gamer. So if the gameplay is bad, I'm not in it. And man, you do not need combat, at least for me. I am loving it. Just the exploration and then the base building. There's something really satisfying about managing a base and knowing, like, okay, you're assigned to this drill. You're assigned to the infirmary because you hurt yourself. You're on kitchen duty. You're building me some new equipment. I'm going to go out and explore and set up some new drills. Like, it is so satisfying. It's kind of like city builder games where it's like one big machine and all the cogs are moving, and I love it. And you might love it or you might hate it. Again, it's on Game Pass. If you have it, go try it. This isn't sponsored. I'm just a big fan of Game Pass. Go try it on there. It's really good. You'll know within like an hour or two if you like it. And if you do, cool. Let me know how it is. If you don't like it, tell me why. Did you try it, or was there something that turned you off about it? You're like, nope, I don't even want to attempt it. Not for me. I want to know. Also, go subscribe if you're not already. And if you are, I appreciate you. Make sure you comment. Tell me what you think of the altars. So if you had to summarize, why do people like the altars? Because one, it's a weird, cool idea. Visually, it looks good, which in this day and age, we all like games that look nice. Three, that's four. Three, whichever floats your boat. It's not too in-depth of a survival game. It doesn't do any mechanic to the extreme to where you feel like, oh, I either need deep knowledge on the genre, I need to grind my face off in order to beat this game. This is not a game where you need to sink 1,000 hours into to get proficient at, and you don't need some sort of previous understanding of, oh, what's the lore of the game. No, you just boot it up. It establishes the premise very quickly. It keeps you on your toes. It keeps you wondering, like, oh, where's the story going? Like, how's this going to end? That's the constant question. Is not, am I going to survive each day, or what's going to happen when I, clone the next altar? It's, how does this all shake out? You're getting calls from like a station and the owner of the operation, and you're wondering the entire time, how does this all end? How does this work out for me? Do I even make it home? Like, what's going to happen? And that drives the entire thing. You're just wondering, what is going to happen to me? And I love it. It is incredible. And it's so refreshing. It's such a weird idea, like survival, but you make clones of yourself. I love it. I love it. We love new things. I'm here for the fun and the caffeine. What more do you need? So let me know if you're playing the altars. And now it's time for Death Stranding. If you've played Death Stranding 2, I put a few hours into it. It's awesome. It's more Death Stranding, but let me know. If you ever want to hop into one of the live streams, I stream over on Twitch. So, that's linked right below. You can go and click it. It'll take you right to the channel. It's the same name, very easy. You're not gonna, miss it. It looks exact. I'm on the cover. Like, you see this face over there, you'll know it's me. You know what I mean? So come by if you want to, chat about games or whatnot.